Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. What is good, Beliko Dimitri? How are you doing? As soon as I put up the timer for Rockstar to tweet, they actually tweeted. Wow. What did they tweet? I didn't even see it. Interesting. They were late and it wasn't a DLC announcement. Wow. Hell yeah. What's good, Greg? I'll probably usually play like an hour. Sometimes not even on GTA 4. Cause it'll probably be the last time I play the story for a while, if ever, so. Well, that just depends, really. As soon as we hear news on the DLC, I think that's a good sign that we'll be getting stuff soon after that. Like, the later it goes on without us getting any DLC info, it's good, because that would mean most likely they're gonna drop the DLC news, and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we get trailer 3 pre-orders. That's the good part. Wait, honestly, I need to see my chat box low-key. I think I messed it up. Whenever y'all type, find out. It's definitely gonna be a rough 20 days for some of you, I can only imagine. Just hang in there, lads. Overwatch Games Fest is over. Oh yeah, that's your Summer Games Fest is over. I don't know anything about that. Definitely gonna have to see what's wrong with that audio. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. I mean, GTA 4 PC port has one of the worst issues I've ever seen, so man. Feel you on that, kinda, a little bit. Damn, I can't even do that anymore. I can't even do a spin wheelie no more, I'm so washed. Let me try that again. Yo, who's at my door? Oh. Rockstar Games launcher? I wonder if that makes a difference, like at all. That's actually, I forgot about that. You could actually just buy it from Rockstar Games launcher. Interesting. Shouldn't be like, it should be the same thing, honestly. I don't see why they wouldn't make it to where it's like a bad port there. By the way, boys, I will have face cam back soon. Unfortunately, the way my setup works, I mean, you're getting, I mean, like blurred by the sun in my windows, and then like there's just so many problems. It's across my setup. Figuring that Rockstar wants to let us all the hype from summer games has to die down. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think Rockstar cares or worries about anybody. I don't think they're worried about anything, but I do think that they want it closer to the release. They were not lying. They want marketing to be shorter, for sure. And yeah, I mean, the odds of trailer 3 saying pre-orders are now available at the end is very high. That's for sure. Annoying because it makes it unplayable. Yeah, no, I get mad at the littlest things. When a port's like bad or audio's bad. Alright, I've watched this like a few times. I'm trying to get this done. We still got Ballad of Gay Tony to do it one more time. Maybe I should just play GTA 4.
Alright, you heard of Yusef Amir? Big real estate developer?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of names since I got here. This guy's a big developer. Are you and him having meetings about how to run the city?
Not yet, but I got an idea.
I looked over for 1 second. Yo, I die on this road a lot, bro. Yo.
We going to Castle Gardens. There's an alley we want to hit up just off of South Parkway. This is my ticket to the big time, baby. I'm about to make it for real.
Yeah? How's that?
You know Yusef Amir, the big real estate developer? Well, I heard on the grapevine that he's run into a
There's
huge
always a car
trouble
there, I'm
with some
telling you.
union cats. This shit is mafia run, and they all over his construction site with guns and shit. They stopping Amir from sending in the scabs.
How's that mean you've made it?
Because I'm a clever motherfucker. I'm using my God-given intellect. Yusef is in some problems. Playboy is gonna come in there, help him out, make the mafia cats go away so the workers can come in and everything be cool.
You're going to have to be a pretty persuasive guy. That's if you're hoping to talk a bunch of mafia-owned union officials off of a building
It's
site
in my
they shut
favorite
down.
DLC,
I don't gotta
GTA
be the
4.
persuasive one, money. You do.
Third person
I saw
set.
you
Yeah,
handling yourself for this adventure the other day. You going to go in there?
The cage fight.
You're not getting involved.
No, man.
Come on, turn the music down a good bit. All right, my fault, X. My fault, bro. I'm locked in now, bro. I promise. No more multitasking, bro.
I'm gonna get into a position.
What is going on here? All right, get on the bike.
This sounds like a pretty bad deal
Ballad of the
for
Gay
me,
Tony
don't
is the
it,
best
Playboy?
DLC in any game ever.
You doing this for a paycheck?
It's facts.
I'm
Nah.
giving you this dollar bill.
The cage
Playboy
fighting.
pays.
I actually haven't played it. I mean, again, I haven't played GTA 4 in years before this.
Okay.
But Ballad of the Gay Tony, I've played that more recently. I couldn't remember when the last time I played it, honestly. About a year or two ago.
Fuck!
Bro. That's the life of GTA 4, man. That's the life, bro. That is the life, bro. Yo, he went flying, bro. Yo, he actually went flying, bro. Oh my. Oh my, bro. I actually have to try when I'm playing this game. Like GTA 5, bro, I can mess around, bro. Nah, not in GTA 4, fam. No way.
Can we just chill
No
on this
way,
one?
fam. At least when there's a person on the bike with me, bro. All right, there's gonna be a car coming in 3, 2. All right, no, we're good. Oh. All right, bro. Let me actually lock in. Too much dicking around, fam.
I don't want to die.
Sorry, bro. You're not gonna die again, bro. Trust. Only thing I'm not good on keyboard and mouse is driving, bro. It actually takes so much skill. And it doesn't turn, bro. Turn. This game still looks amazing, though. Amazing. It's actually crazy. This is without graphics mod. I've never even used mods on GTA 4 because I just I'm so lazy now. I don't want to set it all up anymore. I should have done the enhanced GTA 4 mod. I don't think it's as good though as the other ones though, so I mean, I'm not missing much.
I left some heat for you in that car, Money. You're gonna be strapped. Sniper rifles, grenades, all that shit. There's also a radio headset in there, so me and you can keep in communication. Yo, there's 3 looking. Let's take them out with the rifle before you hit up the rest of them.
This is also one of my favorite missions. I was talking about it last stream. It's been so long, I forgot this was even a mission. This mission's so goated. Bow! Oh, that's right, he's on the front. I mean, he's taking out a light pole, dude.
That all them lookouts gone, Money. Get in there and free up the site.
We're going full sniper, bro. It's just more fun. Nah, I don't want you to back into me, bro. Taxi. I can't see him.
All right, you in, Money. First guy on scaffold. Building to the east of the yard.
Alright, but let me stop dicking around, bro. The sniper's not happening, bro. There's too many damn, I do peaks every 30 seconds, bro. The one-hit challenge cannot do it. Yeah, I'm probably dead here, bro. How is he alive? Wait, what? What just happened? Can I pick? Oh, it's a duplicate. I was like, wait. Alright, well, we're good now. I actually knew that was gonna happen, bro, but I had to see, bro. Oh my god, that is hilarious, bro. Yeah, we're playing GTA 5 today, bro. I honestly don't even know if I'll finish GTA 4 again, bro. The more I play it, the more worse it gets, bro. I hate how that game feels now. I actually hate it. Honestly, bro, I don't even feel like playing the game right now, but I have to keep this 365-day streak going. Let's react to something. Let's react to something. Hello, bro. Oh, GTA 5 never wants to close, bro. What to react to? Who's had a recent video that I haven't watched yet? Who has uploaded? I think Dandy Andy posted something. Hold on. I'm not even. They did.
Customization. Everyone loves to customize things in video games. How could you not? Every time you customize something, you make it feel like yours. And of course, there's always the running joke of the customized character walking into a cutscene and feeling totally out of place. But what is customization going to be like in Grand Theft Auto 6? What are we going to be able to do with our own bodies? That sounded weird, but you know what I mean. Is there going to be a weight system and stuff like that? How much clothes can they stuff into this game? What all can we trick out on the appearance side of things? Well, I'll just be completely honest. Rockstar hasn't said anything about any of this. So, welcome to the most speculative video I've ever made. A lot of you have asked for this about customization in Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm gonna give it my best shot because this is before trailer 3, okay? So let's just give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. So let's look at what Rockstar has actually shown us. We got the 2 trailers, okay? Now we do have the leaks from back in 2022. We got patents, we got leakers. That's about it. We also do have 70 official screenshots from Rockstar. We also do have the characters and the character bios and all that crap on the website. So that's, I mean, that really is a lot to go off of to kind of deduce things, right? But other than that, drawing conclusions based on anything else other than that is just going to be total, bull. So let's see what we can find out with those things. Well, across all of the official materials, we've seen Jason and Lucia appear in multiple different outfits. And boom, you can just use your eyes to confirm that in the screenshots, the trailers, all that kind of stuff. And it's not like they're rotating between just like 1 or 2 outfits, like in a game like Grand Theft Auto 4 or something like that, like the trailers, if you remember, but it's a lot. And if you remember, Grand Theft Auto 5 had a lot of clothing options. Grand Theft Auto 5 Online has even more clothing options. So I think it's safe to say we are going to be completely stacked when it comes to clothing options in this game. I know Grand Theft Auto 5 kind of tried to tether characters to specific things that they would wear. I don't think that's going to really be the case so much. I think this time around it's going to be Lucia wears woman clothes, Jason wear man clothes. Other than that, I mean, maybe even not that. I think people are just going to be able to go wild with all the stuff they get. So if you want to be a suave Jason walking around looking like James Bond, I think that's going to be a possibility. Rather than being pigeonholed into wearing only a couple of different styles of outfits based on what the developers have said, this is what thematically fits with your character. But I do understand why they did that in Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was so that things didn't feel too out of place. If you want to see it out of place, look at any Grand Theft Auto Online character in a cutscene, and it's just completely wacky. But they, of course, they're going to allow you to have fun with it in the Grand Theft Auto Online. But trailer 2, compared to trailer 1 at least, I mean, that really showed off a lot of the wardrobe. We see Lucia and her electronic ankle tag thing from her release. So, I mean, that's a clothing item. And it seems like it's going to have real in-game consequences as well as far as the map opening up. We also see her in her Department of Corrections orange. We see her at the gym in her gym clothes. We see her in what looks like a cage match and just a bunch of different outfits throughout the trailer. And especially on screenshots and all that. Like she's got that cool leather jacket on the motorcycle in that one screenshot. She's got different hairstyles too. Jason, well, we kind of get a range of his stuff too. His hair seems to go from really short, almost buzz cut looking to kind of shaggy. And there's this one very quick clip of him shoving a guy. And you can also see it when he's slapping this dude in trailer 2, and you can see his hair here is pretty shaggy. We see him in like casual outfits a lot, like t-shirt, jeans, you know, shorts, that kind of thing. He dresses a lot like how I dress. So I'm very excited to be able to play as Jason. So at the minimum, the protagonists are going to wear a metric F-ton of clothing in this game, okay? There's a lot of different clothes. That much has been shown. I think it's safe to say that that is confirmed. So if you're worried about tricking your guy or your gal out with a bunch of clothes, wouldn't worry about it. Seems like there's going to be a lot of it. And there was also that leak of watching Lucia walk around in high heels, so running around in high heels is going to be in the game. I wonder if we're going to see her trip over stuff or whatever. But apparently running in high heels is a freaking skill and people get really good at it. So I wouldn't know. But anyways, I digress. I'm sorry. Now, as far as clothing stores, I think what we could expect is going to be something very similar to what we've seen in all of their other games. I think we're going to have like our lower income kind of clothing stores. We're going to have our middle of the road and high tier ones, and then everything in between, like our upper middle and then lower middle class kind of clothing tiers. And as we work our way up through the game, we'll be able to see it reflected on our characters. And I really hope that sense of progression is back because it was kind of lacking in Grand Theft Auto 5. And in Grand Theft Auto 4, the clothing was really tied to your sense of progression, if you remember, or if you played that game. Go play Grand Theft Auto 4 if you haven't already. Because in Grand Theft Auto 4, there wasn't really like any properties and stuff you could buy. There was only a few safe houses, and they did get nicer as the game went on, but they only had so many ways of reflecting your character coming up in the world. So clothing and the stores that open up to you as the game progressed was pretty big. Beginning of the game, you're starting out with Nico in like a jacket, and by the end, you're in a suit. I think we're going to probably see something kind of similar to that in this, but you know, in real life, it's kind of just up to you on what you want to buy. That seemed to kind of be the case in 5, even though a lot of that was tailored to the characters. But I do think that we're going to see more clothing options, at least monetarily, open up to us in the later parts of the game. But I could be wrong about that because this seems to be an on-the-run Bonnie and Clyde kind of game. Now, there is that shot of Jason doing the bench press on the beach, and I think it's like 275 pounds or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's a lot of weight. And
What? Hold on.
he's super,
You can't be serious, bro.
and I think the gator part, like
270, Jason? Oh my goodness. Jason.
75 pounds or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's a
All
lot
right.
of weight, and he's super ripped, and those girls seem very impressed. There's also a different
That's
screenshot
insane.
of Lucia at a gym.
Jason
And I
might
think that this is
already
really
be one of
pointing
the
to the
fucking-
fact that there's going to be an RPG style system with the body, some sort of stat management system, very similar to San Andreas. I would expect, I'm like 95% certain that we are going to see the ability to gain and lose weight and gain and lose muscle, and also different fighting styles, very similar to San Andreas. I do think they're bringing that back because they want these characters to play different and feel
Gonna be
different,
so
and not
peak,
just like
man.
carbon copies of each other, to where the only difference is their special ability, like in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this is not confirmed or anything like that, but I don't think they would have shown so much of it if it wasn't going to be a part of the game. And man, San Andreas with that full muscle and fat system where CJ's appearance changed based on what he ate or how much he worked out, it was awesome. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 even had it, and I think Grand Theft Auto 5 would have had it. It was just hardware limitation for the time. But, you know, in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's not as intense as Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is. And I think the reason for that is because they didn't want it to kind of break the story. The same way how they kind of tailored your clothes for you and your tattoos and your hair options in Grand Theft Auto 5, they did the same in Red Dead Redemption 2 with the weight gain mechanic and even your hair and your clothing and stuff in that game too, obviously. So that it would feel, you know, like you fit in the cutscenes and stuff like that, or that you really feel a part of the game world, at least for the most part. Grand Theft Auto 5 had a very minimal version of this with like stamina and strength stats, but that's it, you know? And so we know that Rockstar has a long history with this kind of system, with each game implementing it differently. And again, for Grand Theft Auto 6, we do not have official confirmation that working out changes Jason's or Lucia's appearance. We do not have confirmation that there's a weight or muscle stat. We do not have confirmation of an eating mechanic that affects body shape. We just have that bench press scene and a couple of shots of them working out at the gym. But also, Jason does appear to be a little bigger and a little smaller in some of these screenshots. And we do see that their hairstyles can change. So there's going to be a ton of hair customization options just from the look of it, because some of these hairstyles on Lucia at least are pretty wildly different. Now, tattoos. Jason has some, but Rockstar has not confirmed like the ability to remove tattoos or get new ones, and the tattoos that we see in the trailers and stuff seem to be very much a part of the character, or at the very least, they did a good job creating the vibe that they're baked into the character and a very real part of the character in their past and stuff like that. These could just be completely optional. And like I said earlier, I think there's going to be just a crap ton of hair customization because Lucia does appear with different hairstyles across the different screenshots. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's in a ponytail, sometimes it's just styled differently in different scenes, you know? And Jason, he has different looks across it. Sometimes his hair's short, sometimes it's shaggy. Not so much as Lucia, but I think that's pretty understandable. I'm curious how far we can grow his hair out because I'm gonna have this dude looking like Triple H if I can. But what about accessories? Well, the screenshots show Lucia with a variety of different jewelry, sunglasses, and other stuff. I mean, we see her with those hoop earrings, there's a bunch of different necklaces we've seen, purple sunglasses, purple lipstick even, a bracelet, and a French manicure. And I don't think these are going to be tied to specific story beats or anything like that, to where it's like, you know, now it's on the character, now it's not. No. Rockstar's been pretty good about customization since Grand Theft Auto 5, honestly. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is pretty wild how much you could customize your character. So yeah, I would say all of these are customizable props and accessories that you could add to Lucia and take off and all that. It's going to be interesting. I wonder if we're going to get some sort of relationship dynamic to where you can go on a date and Jason could take her to buy jewelry at a store. And, you know, in the 2022 leak, again, take with salt, yada yada, you get it. Okay. You know that it might not actually be in the finished game or
My
whatever,
dog
but
Trojan just made a video.
There's a ton of clips
Yeah,
there.
we'll have to watch that
One of
next
them
just
showed
'cause
Lucia wearing a pink top and blue
my
camo
dog.
jeans. There was other different like clothing materials and stuff that we saw in the alpha leaks, and also it seemed like Jason's tank top got a little dirty, so I'm kind of curious how the dirt system and stuff like that's going to work in the game. We know sweat's going to be a huge part of it, so it'll be really interesting seeing clothes actually get sweaty. But if you look across like the trailers and the screenshots, you'll also notice that the NPCs are even wildly different. I mean, there's sunspots on some of them even. They're all different ages and different ethnicities with different fashion senses and different cultures and stuff being expressed. It's really incredible what these NPCs look like, and it's pretty obvious that Rockstar put them front and center when we looked at these trailers and screenshots. There's even like fictional sportswear for the teams and stuff like that, which is cool because there is a sports stadium in the game, and that's confirmed. Like you could see it in the screenshot. There's also going to be a bunch of gang affiliation stuff like symbols, clothing, tattoos, all that kind of crap. So there's just going to be a ton of customization and personality in these NPCs and characters, and I think that's just really obvious and on full display in the trailers alone. So look, Grand Theft Auto 6, it's going to have a ton of customization, okay? That much is obvious. Exactly what? We don't know, and anyone who says otherwise is just speculating, and so I just want to be completely honest with you on that. I'm going to have more information on this stuff, of course, after Trailer 3 drops, but so many of you have been asking about it, and it seems like
Nice little video, Nothing much to really talk about. You know, is our player gonna get fat? Is our player gonna grow hair?
There is
We'll
a lot
find
of
out.
death in GTA games. I mean, you can cause a lot in the open world, but the ones in the main story are always much more impactful and feel pretty brutal. Some of these deaths are deserved, but some definitely aren't. So I thought we would go over every undeserved death in GTA games and go over why these characters didn't deserve to die, or at least in the way they went out. Starting this off, we have GTA 5. The first character that I immediately think of that didn't deserve to die is Floyd Hebert. His death is off screen, but it's implied that either Trevor or Deborah killed him, though I'm definitely leaning on Deborah shooting him. First off, before Trevor and Wade crashed in on Floyd's life, we can tell Floyd has always kind of been a loser and his life kind of sucked. It was evident that it was pretty uneventful. Unfortunately, it's kind of relatable and it's a reason why people sympathize with his character. You can see how much of a low self-esteem Floyd has in this clip.
And Deborah, I mean, we're getting married, so.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But I'm scared that she's gonna leave me. I ain't got a very big penis.
There's also the fact that Floyd clearly doesn't want Trevor or Wade to be staying at Deborah's place, but he can't stand up for himself, though that's pretty reasonable since Trevor is like a unhinged psychopath that is very unpredictable. The entire time Trevor was staying at that Vespucci Beach apartment, he was always ordering Floyd around and clearly making him incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, easily one of the worst missions of GTA 5 is scouting the port, and we had to do this for one mission, but for Floyd, this was his full-time job. It also didn't help that Deborah, the woman that Floyd was engaged with, and possibly maybe his murderer, was cheating on Floyd with a guy named Bob, which you know your relationship is
Shout
fucked when
out
the
to
woman you're
Bob.
engaged with is cheating on you with a guy named Bob. It's also heavily implied that Trevor molested Floyd. Floyd's character is a great example of why you should have pride for yourself, though unfortunately even the most prideful people in the world probably wouldn't stand up to Trevor. I mean, imagine if you're just living your regular old shitty life and your cousin crashes in on you with a psychopath that molests and abuses you and is a catalyst to your death. Floyd's death is undeserved as he didn't really do anything bad except for stealing that pencil, of course.
Probably Floyd, man. Very undeserved. He's 1 for 1, bro.
And before he died,
Every
he got
undeserved
kinda
death in
bitched by the
GTA
world,
games, that's
and his
1 for
life
1
was
so
pretty
far,
fucked
for
up.
sure.
But the saddest part is that he didn't get the chance to undo that. Now, GTA 5 isn't my first GTA game, but I played GTA 5 before The Lost and Damned, so of course when I first witnessed Johnny's death, I didn't really care and couldn't understand why people were upset about his death in GTA 5. But after playing the Lost and Damned expansion, I could completely understand why people were disappointed with the fate of this character. First of all, Johnny dying is completely reasonable since he was living the life of a criminal, but the way he died was pretty aggravating. First, he gets cucked by Trevor because of Ashley, and then Trevor talks about having sex with Johnny, then Johnny gets stomped to death. Which, you know, Ashley never deserved Johnny, especially in GTA 4. She belongs on the streets and should have just done meth and died by herself, which is probably what happened after Johnny's death. Obviously, if this was Johnny from 2008, he would have done something here, but I guess after 5 years, he just became washed up. The fact that Ashley cried over Johnny dying right after she cheated on him is crazy. Ashley's character in GTA 4 and 5 is a great example of why you should not do meth. Johnny dying was quite expected as he was a criminal, but did he deserve to have a meth head girlfriend and get cucked and stomped to death by Trevor, and then be turned into a ghost for a shitty GTA Online update? Well, I personally don't think so. I think it would have been better if we killed him at the end of a mission, instead of at the start with a cutscene. Moving on, GTA 4 was filled with a lot of undeserved deaths that were definitely more depressing. The first character that I thought of that had an undeserved death was Kate McCreary, the youngest of the McCreary family. Especially since the revenge ending of GTA 4 with her dying at Roman and Mallory's wedding is suggested to be the canon ending of GTA 4. She's caught in the crossfire when Pegorino tries to take out Nico. Really the sad thing about this was out of her and her
So
siblings,
sad.
she was the only one that wasn't a criminal and easily the most innocent and kind out of all
Yo,
of them.
GTA 4
the
is
only reason
ruthless,
why
bro.
she was okay with Nico being a criminal and murderer was mostly because her entire family was made up of criminals, except for of course her and her mother. Yet even though she didn't live that lifestyle, she still got murdered. There's also the fact that right before this point in the story, everything was going pretty well for Nico and Kate. They had a pretty sweet relationship. I definitely think Roman's death in the deal ending is a bit more sad, but thankfully that isn't the canon ending. The next death in GTA 4 that was pretty undeserved is Dwayne. In the mission The Holland Play, you have the choice of either killing Dwayne or Playboy X. If you choose to kill Dwayne, you go to his apartment and execute him, which before executing him, he says the most depressing shit.
Fuck you, man. You a fucking snake like the rest of them.
By the time we meet Dwayne, he's pretty depressed and lives in a pretty shitty apartment. He also just got out of prison.
Sometimes I just want to end this shit. Just bam.
With the decision making in the Holland Play, Playboy X definitely deserves to die much more, because he's incredibly greedy and he literally betrays Dwayne, his mentor. The only possible reason as to why people killed Dwayne in the first place was probably because they were skipping cutscenes. Dwayne is a pretty chill dude and is a good friend to Nico. Killing him is completely undeserved. The next undeserved death in GTA 4 is a character that you probably forgot even existed, and that's Aiden O'Malley, which there's a chance you've played GTA 4 and completely forgot about this character since he only appears for one mission. But essentially he was a criminal and an associate of Derek McCreary. So what happened is in 1995, Derek ratted on Aiden O'Malley for a string of robberies, and then Aiden O'Malley was convicted for 20 years because of Derek's testimony. About a decade and 3 years later, in 2008, Aiden was offering information to the police that would lead to Derek's arrest. So in this mission, Nico and Paki are tasked with hijacking a police van with Aiden inside, and then getting another vehicle and driving to a cliff. Aiden is very joyful to be free after several years being incarcerated.
The cliffs, the sea air, I really am free. I could cry.
This is where Paki orders us to execute Aiden, where we shoot him and he falls down a cliff and dies. So yeah, this death is definitely very undeserved, especially since Derek really fucked this guy over hard. I mean, imagine getting ratted on by a friend and then that same friend gets his brother and his friend to break you out and then execute you after you were in jail for like 13 years. This is definitely one of the reasons as to why you would want to kill Derek over Francis. Now on this channel, I haven't really talked too much about GTA San Andreas. but there's a part in the game where OG Loke hires CJ to kidnap and kill Mad Dog's manager in an attempt to ruin Mad Dog's career. Basically, we pick up Mad Dog's manager and his girl, and we drive off a pier into the ocean, but jump out of the car really quickly. This is a pretty fucked up way to get rid of somebody who did literally nothing wrong, along with the fact that we also killed this innocent woman too. There's another mission in GTA San Andreas called Deconstruction, where we have to destroy some portable buildings. But for the final portion of the mission, there's a foreman in the porta potty, and we have to put him in a hole, and then get into a cement truck, and then bury him alive. Which I forgot the reason as to why CJ did this, but I recall that it was because CJ's sister got hit on by the foreman, which I can't lie, I think CJ really jumped the gun here. I mean, being buried alive in a casket is one thing, but in a porta potty with all the human fecal matter flowing around and shit, like, I wouldn't even want to think about that. CJ is just one crazy motherfucker. So that's every character that didn't deserve to die in GTA games. Ranging from one-note characters that you most likely don't know the name of, to the protagonists of DLCs. Comment what you think was the most undeserved death, and if I should do a video on the most deserved deaths. And as always, it's been Trojan. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Video. My dog Trojan.
Week this week.
Do we watch this next? I don't even click on this.
Friday is Summer Games Fest, and
reacting to the reactor himself, Mr. Ink TV.
We are getting a bunch of trailers for games, announcements for games, and I am noticing a very large trend. Yesterday, when we had the Sony State of Play, one thing was evidently clear. They are scared of GTA 6. Now, here's the thing, is they have a marketing deal with GTA 6 that is going to be beneficial for PlayStation in the long run. But it is evidently clear that every single studio is scared of November. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll give you a little bit more information, background, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So, first of all, we're going to start in September. So in September, it is a packed month with video games. It starts off on September 3rd with Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is the game that is made by CD Projekt Red developers. It is the one that was on the cover of Game Informer instead of GTA 6, if you don't know what I'm talking about. After that, we have Halloween. Then we have Marvel's Wolverine. This is going to be one of the biggest games of the year, coming out on September 15th. They showed it off yesterday. It looked really, really good. After this, we got a bunch of games, and then we get into some bigger ones once again. At the end of September, we have Silent Hill Townfall, which I'm not going to lie, looks really, really good. What's interesting is it says it's just releasing on PC and PS5, no Xbox, and Control Resident coming out on the same day, which actually really surprised me, both on September 24th. And then Onimusha is coming on September 25th. It's like nearly a game or two a week all the way through September. We then move into October. We got October right here. Rayman Legends Retold, that one was showed off last night. We have Ace Combat a day after. Star Wars Galactic Racer, which I'm not going to lie, I am really looking forward to on October 6th. Modern Warfare 4 coming on October 23rd, so a little bit of a gap in there. And then after that, Phantom Blade Zero, another one of those games that's going to be another really, really big game this year coming on October 29th. And that is probably the last big game we get of the year until November. See these lists? See those? That doesn't really include like indie games or anything like that. But do you see those? Here's November. We have GTA 6.
What is Crime Lights? Wait, hold on, bro. What is that, bro? How do you spell it? Bro, nah, I forgot how to spell it, bro. Autocorrect. Crime Light. What in the... Alright, yeah, I've seen enough. Alright, anyways.
GTA 6, there is one game on the calendar in November. Now, what's interesting is I truly believe that Modern Warfare 4 will probably launch Season 1 at the beginning of November, probably a week and a half after the launch of the game. So think first week of November. But other than that, there is nothing in November, and everyone's scared of touching that. Now, the other thing that I noticed with the release schedules yesterday is we already had Fable get pushed back to February, and the rest of the games that were shown off at the State of Play are either far in the future, in other words, like end of 2027, or February of 2027. So they're giving it November, December, January, and then February, so about 3 to 4 months until they are launching more games. Basically, the entire video game community is going to be going completely silent from November, when GTA 6 launches, to February of the next year, which is insanity. Now, we do have 2 more game showcases coming this week. Number 1 is going to be Summer Games Fest. That one's a wild card. That one is going to be hard to predict. I have some theories as to some games we'll see there. One of the examples is going to be the Star Wars Pod Racer game, aka the Galactic Racer. I'm never going to not call it Pod Racer, but you know what I'm saying there. I think we might see OD. Definitely Kojima's going to be there. There'll be some big reveals. Maybe we see the next from the developers of Baldur's Gate, that kind of thing. But I have a feeling a lot of the games that we see at that showcase are not going to be until 2027. Also, probably heavily indie game focused as well. Then on Sunday, we have Xbox. Now, as far as big games from Xbox, we already know, as I mentioned, Fable is pushed back to February. I think that was done completely on purpose. I don't think they were going to be done the game until like November, end of November, maybe even early December. They didn't want to compete with GTA, so they're just like, okay, we're pushing you to February. We also have Call of Duty, which we know is coming out at the end of October. That's pretty much as close as a game is going to get, that and Phantom Blade Zero, as well as Gears of War E-Day. Now, this is the interesting one to me. Gears of War E-Day was scheduled to come out this year. I don't think it is going to. Also, I don't think they want to compete with Fable. So does that mean Gears is probably not going to come out till like next summer or next year? I don't know. They're doing an entire direct for it, which maybe leads to once again September, but they're not going to touch November either. We also have Halo Campaign Evolved. That one likely going to be coming out in summer. I think we might actually even have a release date for it, but that one is in summer. But it's evidently clear that every single game does not want to touch November. Basically, GTA already alone is going to outsell every game, and then every game doesn't even want to compete with it, which is just going to lead to more sales for GTA in November. When your grandma goes to pick you up a game at Christmas, there is only going to be one game on her list. That is the way that what is the most recent game to come out? Well, the only game to come out in the last month and a half is GTA 6, so I guess you're getting that one, Grandma. Now, there's one other GTA 6 piece of news that happened today, and that is people tried to break into Rockstar. No, you didn't hear me.
Fucking idiots, man.
So at Rockstar North, according to a group of
Put 'em in
GTA
the
6
cell.
YouTubers who were questioned by the police after going inside Rockstar's North office. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the YouTubers or anything like that. A police vehicle with the sirens passes in front of the building every 20 to 30 minutes. Senior employees were seen leaving the studio in taxis accompanied by a police escort.
That
The
is
building
crazy.
monitored by 50 to 60 security cameras. There's a security team of 3 to 4 in the main lobby 24/7. The studio is being protected under a special police program implemented at the request of the Scottish government. That is insanity levels of protection. First of all, good on them. They're not sparing any expense for this. But holy crap. First of all, if you're the idiot that tries to break into Rockstar, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think you're just going to waltz into the front door and then they're going to be like, oh, you want to see GTA 6? Come on in. No, you're going to get arrested. It's not like they have monitors displaying GTA 6 right front and center in the lobby, or we already would have seen something from it. It's next level insanity, and I hate to say this, but I truly believe it's a lot of people just want to get attention from this. Will these YouTubers get attention from it? Probably. Will they get citations? Almost certainly. But just all I wanted to say is don't do this. It's like 6 months away. If you're going to risk going to jail to see something 6 months early, what are we doing here? Like, I get it. We're starved for information. We want to see trailer 3, but here's my request. Take a deep breath. In 6 months from now, you're not going to be leaving your seat. You're going to be playing GTA 6 every day, every night for a very long time. Take this time. maybe hit the gym, maybe not. Maybe just start cooking. Take up a hobby. You know, start baking.
Yeah.
Work on that banana bread.
Ooh, Summer Games, this is gonna be good, man. The chances of us getting GTA 6 at the very bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed trailer 2 though, without the day. Because it was like, oh man. That is funny, man. That is funny. Genuinely is funny, man. GTA 6 news on the timeline. Yep, we already know. Nothing's dropping. Hopefully nothing shows up bad. Get the bonuses and 2 times for this week in GTA. Nice. What is this? Oh yeah, game roll. I'm gonna see a lot of bullshit on the timeline, fellas. I'm trying to scroll so nothing bad happens. I'm just seeing a bunch of bullshit, bro. Like, what is all this? Trying to skim through fast. Seeing some GTA 6 stuff, not really anything interesting though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a bit dry right now. A bit dry. It is a bit dry. Man. Men, oh men, oh men. It's a long road. Literally. It's the longest road possible. Well, I need to add a watermark back to my... I need to add that back. I'm not gonna lie. The chances of me finding this, though... I'm gonna have to find it. Hold on. I gotta find this. Well, there's that one. What is this? Bro, what is this? Bro, imagine I just kept this on my stream, bro. Vice City. Alright, no. Anyways, let's see. Dude, I have to find this, bro. This is very important here. Very important for a watermark when I'm looking at stuff. Yo, Mr. Bogenbav. How are we doing? I can't find this watermark. No, we're just gonna use this as a watermark when I'm looking at my stuff. Where's this at? Yeah, there it is. We'll just use this. This will be the big watermark. Oh, I'm just like looking at like my Like it could be like my video or my thumbnail. I just need to put like a watermark over my stuff. I get bored, so I literally just make thumbnails when I'm bored. I just made a live thumbnail for the DLC when it drops. I can't wait, man. Just for something to do, man. I'm so bored. Genuinely so bored. I just realized the lo-fi hasn't been kicking for a while. I turned it off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. It's just something to do, man. It is beyond boring right now. Why does that sound loud? Yeah, man, I am beyond bored though. That's for sure. No more videos to react to at the moment. I actually could react to your video again, but I already watched it. What could I do for the next 15 minutes or so? I could look at this video of where is this at? What is this?
Everybody, it's Bruno, and here's
Why
the
is it-
line at 9:30 at the damn GameStop.
What is this? Video's fire. It's so fire.
We're going to get some Grand Theft Auto.
The
Comes out at
activities is what's gonna
midnight.
make GTA
Right now
6
it
actually
is
last. Like
9:30.
being able to wake up and do different
activities.
activities every day is the most underrated part about that game. Bro, I still have the D. Yo. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I can't wait to be on this night, man. I can't wait to be the night of, bro. I can't wait to experience this. I'm about to get coppered in 3, 2, 1. Yep, and we're gonna turn that off before we get copyrighted. What is this?
Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today I wanted to
That's my
show you
Crimson
guys
video.
what over 900 days and
Take care, have a good sleep. Have a good sleep, brother. Oh, I want to look back at this. What did they say? Okay, this was their actual original prediction. When was this? Whoa, what is happening? Whoa. When was this? This was March 10th. Wow. So this picture's probably even older. Wow. Interesting. Oh, I'm not even like... That's crazy. This dude actually was pretty close to predicting it. Close enough, I'll give it to him. Like it. Some of these concepts are gonna be right. One of them is gonna be right. TGG wasn't right though. Caught him in 4K. What is this? Oh, this is the leaks. I haven't looked at these in a while. What is this? Same one. Map is once again an island, no panhandle. I don't remember all these. There's a fort city inspired by Fort Knox where they stash gold. To remind me of Fort Knox again? I don't remember what that is or where that is. Oh, right. Wait, wow, that's gonna be so gas, bro. Is a call the police when you trespass into their houses. Love that. Forgot about that. Rent hotels and motels. Expected. Male strippers. Wow. Lovely. That's great. Nothing wrong with that, you know. It's a good addition, you know. I guess. One of the ideas that as far as sports protagonists, just I don't remember if I've pretty sure I remember all of these. I haven't seen this in a while though. Bro, what is this? Oh yeah, this was in the video. What is this? Most of these Rockstar TV fanboys are too close to coming in his graphics so sad. Trailer before May 14th or is delayed. Yeah, get a load of this guy, bro. Oh, let me take the D away, bro. Oh man. I need to join the mapping community Discord. I actually have not joined that. See if I could see what people be saying. What is this? Improved vehicle damage and handling. You can see in the video with Lucia driving back from the highway. Car crashes are more impactful with more parts. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this. I remember a screenshot of this dude in the YouTube. If these end up being true, bro, this would be crazy, bro. Crazy, because no one has these screenshots. Only I have them. These are people that are banned, so I mean, no one really would remember them anyway. Nolicia has 47,000 lines of dialogue, more than Arthur. There's a secret prison mission you can play as her before the game starts. Jason's actor slipped and called her babe in a take and they kept. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is just too random to be fake though, like, you know? I actually like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, bro, till November 19th, bro. I will remember this. I will come back to this. These will all be in a video, actually, matter of fact. Destructible Everglades bridges. Custom player song. Bro, okay, no, hold on. Before I even... Destructible Everglades bridges. Who even types that, fam? What? Is very sus, man. Custom player songs on radio. The NPCs react to live. That react to live. Interesting. I don't really know what the hell it means. That's prison minigame. Change the entire story if Lucia gets busted. I don't know about that one, Chief. You have a choice to kill Lucia or Jason and 70% of the story is the specs of the game ends. It ends up that they don't actually die. Alright, this is when it gets like random. Leaked achievement list from Xbox servers. Welcome to the 305. Reach Vice City family first. Complete story without killing any family members. Vice Real owner. Bro, this is just weird, bro. That is weird. Just realized I wasn't showing it the whole time, but it's alright. That is insanely weird. Very weird. You know, before the stream does it, honestly, we could lab up a little bit of what this thumbnail I need to make is. Honestly, I think I know what I should do. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Let's see. Let's see if I can cook something. I'm thinking this is the play, boys. Hold on. Where's this background I had? There it is. And then we're gonna add this thumb that I've already made. And we're just gonna use this. You know? We're gonna put this here. Oh shit. We're gonna make this smaller. Maybe this actually isn't a good idea because it's just too much on the screen. Yeah, I feel like it's just too much, man. Yeah, that's just too much on the screen. We'll see. Let's just mess around with it, bro. Might as well. Might as well while we're here. Honestly, no, it's a little too crooked, actually. But that'll work. I hate how things are off-centered, bro. Every time I make a thumbnail, bro, it's just so like OCD. Yo, let's also change this song, bro. What in the depressing, bro? Hold on, this is a little too slow for me, man. Holy. That one's actually good. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. Look at this one. I'm just gonna sit here and think for a second, you know, just let the brain cook like it usually does. Oh man, I might actually just reuse a thumbnail for this video. I don't know, man. I just made 2 bangers for it, bro. Bro, what would be the point of even doing what I'm doing? What I'm trying to do is recreate this. I guess I should like show why it even looks this stupid. I'm trying to recreate this. Like that's the thing. Like I'm trying to remake something, like saying, oh, it's happening, final DLC, it's happening, pre-orders, like honestly, bro, I'm about to just like, I actually know what I'm about to do. Yeah, no, I'm actually just gonna reuse this thumbnail, honestly, bro. This thumbnail's just too good. There's no point in remaking a new one. All right, boys. It is that time again. Day 3 of 365, bro. Grind don't stop officially now, man. We'll see y'all boys next time.